Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Dragons of San Antonio taking on the Carolina Panthers. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there in every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A quick throw there is incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Bates. He finds his man. Complete. That's Blair. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how do you pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Foster. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, San Antonio.
Back to throw. Peyton. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
27 on the play. First down, Dragons.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He and it also brings up fourth down. 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Off the play fake. Bates. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Fights through. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
2nd and 11.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Peyton looking now, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the San Antonio 1st down.
Up the middle they go. Brinkley. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
second quarter now. San Antonio in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And his kick is indeed good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Clark. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bates. Oh, good move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And caught right side, Green. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's It's now 2nd and 6.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And 2.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown, Panthers! From 21 yards away. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Now the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game into reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off-play action. Peyton. That's taken in by Weaver. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
San Antonio, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Peyton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 15. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Clark. 3rd and 4.
Number 3. A gain of 12 yards. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun, Bates. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Bates connecting on the out route here with Higgins. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Bates. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Green. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 2. That time, a 9-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. One more go for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Peyton. He finds his man complete. It's Weaver.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
3rd down and 1.
Looking to throw. Peyton.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
back to throw. Peyton. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
That is incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Peyton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Peyton. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now Urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll keep leaning into the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bates. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Bates. He finds his man. Complete. It's Clark. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard
On
line.
1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back out comes San Antonio. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
7-yard line.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dragons.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Peyton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back into 24. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
And this one is right through. And it will push the lead up to 5.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Green's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. From the gun on third down, Bates. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
At the 36-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Bates. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
That's good.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bates. He finds his man, complete. That's Clark.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 49-yard line.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Back to throw. Bates. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Runs over. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Panthers first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Clark.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
goes running in for a Panthers score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal, you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Panthers 29, Dragons 26.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dragons offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Peyton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Weaver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. We'll get this up to about the 44.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd and 6. He finds his man complete. It's Weaver.
Gain of 6. And a San Antonio first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Bates. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Bates. He finds his man, complete. It's Clark. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Operating from the gun. Bates. Oh, no, he lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the Panthers down by 4. A little under 2.5 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Bates. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, but it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Green. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the Panthers' 23-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for San Antonio, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.